Options. What is an option? When it talks about stock, an option is allowing you to buy a certain stock at a certain set price in the future if it's a stock option to buy. You can have a stock option to sell too, but let's talk about the stock option to buy. If you want to buy some stock in the future, maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year and a half from now, 2 years, you have to buy an option for that. But the option isn't free. Okay, so I want to buy a stock for, say, $200 a share. Some will be less, some will be more. So you say, okay, I'm going to buy this stock. I want to buy it at $200 a share between now and 2 years from now. And the current price of the stock could be around 200 right now. Could be a little less, could be a little more. But you want to buy that stock at 200. So they're going to sell you an option to buy that stock. So they sell them in batches of 100. So if they say, okay, it's going to be at 40 cents to buy that stock. So it's 40 cents times 100 or $40 to buy that particular option. Now, some options are more than that. It could be a $5. $5 times 100 would be 500. But let's stick with the $40 one right now. So now you bought the option to buy it. And now, 60 days from now, the price of the stock went up to 350, 400. Say it goes up to $400. Okay, now you have the option to buy it at 200 and to sell it at 400. So if you sold it, if you bought 100 shares at 200 and then you sold them for 400, you made a $200 profit. 200 times 100 was that 20,000. So now you take that 20,000, but then you had to spend the $40 to have that option. So now you're making 19,960. Now, but what happens is if you don't exercise the option, okay, say the price of the value of the stock goes down, and now you can buy it at 175 instead of 200. Well, now that option is worthless to you. You can just buy the stock at a cheaper price. But now if the price of the stock goes high, then you can exercise your option, buy that stock, and then sell it at the higher price and take the profit. It's a way to leverage your money. If you were buying all the shares at once, 200 shares, 100 shares at $200 at $20,000, and you had to wait around for the price to go up, the price may not go up. So it's a way to mitigate your risk. It's a way to leverage your money. So the fact that the cost of the option, if it was $5 and it's 100 shares, that's $500, might be worth it depending on how much money you could foreseeably make. It doesn't make you have to buy that stock at that time. Now, there are people who will sell you that option, and so what happens is if it expires, if the option expires, okay, if you don't use it within the first 2 years or the length of the time of the option, they keep the money. And that's it. So you spend $40 for the chance to buy a stock at a certain price within a certain amount of time. So the person who sells you that option keeps the money. Now, if you exercise your option and he's got to sell you that for $200, he's made whatever profit he's made, but he sells it for $200, and you turn around and sell it for $400, and you make your $20,000. That $20,000 you made was because of the $40 option. It gives you flexibility in when you want to exercise that option and when you want to buy that stock for that set price. Now, in the United States, it's different than Europe. You only have you have the time to, I think you can buy in the United States, you can exercise the option at any time during that time frame. My understanding, when I checked it out, it says that Europe is different, that you can only either do it on the day that you buy it or the closing day. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. But in the United States, since we're in the United States, we'll look at the United States. you can buy it at any time during the entire time of the option. So do you want to buy options? You might. Am I going to buy options? Not at this time. At this time, I don't know what stocks are going to go up in price. Someone had mentioned someone mentioned a stock like Elon Musk has for the Tesla, and he showed a real life example that he could buy an option for 800, and then it went up, and then he could make the difference between the 600 and the 800. It's the option I think was for 600, and it went up to 800, so he made $200 a share. And then he can exercise the option. You can also make money other ways on options, but right now all I was covering is if you exercise your option. So if you have any questions, put them down below, and I'll try to cover it in the next video. So options, yes or no? That depends on how much risk you want to take and whether you want to try it. At this time, I'm not getting into options until I study them further. I'm not too hip on options at this time. I need to do a lot more studying. But I know the basic of buying an option and what it would cost for certain options. So at this time, I'm not going to exercise any options. I'm not going to buy any options. I'm not looking to buy options at this time. Options for me right now is a no-starter. Options for me is a no-starter, but I'm putting it out there so you can take a look at it. Peace out, live long and prosper. Peace out. Live long and prosper. Have a jolly good day. And God bless you. God bless me. God bless you. God bless me. God bless America.